Guys, Bitcoin has had a massive pullback, and today I'm gonna talk about the next major Bitcoin move because it is imminent, guys. This is not something you will want to miss. You need to pay attention if you are involved in the crypto space at all, because I'm also going to talk about the long term. I'm gonna talk about my own personal strategy, what I am doing right now, as well as what the Fed are about to do, because we do have some key things, some key statements from the Fed giving us a clue, a hint as to what to expect in the near future. I'm also going to talk about the whales because the whales have been fooling everyone. And yesterday we did see the whales start to pull their action in the market, and we saw Bitcoin go down as a result. So yes, very important video today, guys. Make sure to stick around and watch it from the beginning until the end. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And with that said, guys, let's get straight into Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, and let's pick up where we left off yesterday. So where we left off yesterday, in fact, this is the exact same lines and chart I showed you yesterday. We were talking about this imminent move here on this triangle consolidation, and yeah, we did see a move down from this point. So we were talking about this move being imminent yesterday, and we did see it, unfortunately, to the downside, or depending on how you see it. I mean, you're still able to make a lot of money even in these downwards moves, of course, for Bitcoin. But we did see it pull back. And where did it pull back? Well, then I have to also say, my strategy was always to enter into a trade inside of this orange box here if we would have that pullback. And we did see that pullback into the orange box. And from that point, we did see a pretty decent bounce here. So yes, things are still going. Bitcoin is still pretty predictable, guys. Bitcoin is still going according to strategy, or according to plan. So the strategy right now, if you've not been following my channel, is that I believe in general we're gonna go sideways, but I do believe that very soon we're gonna have massive moves to the upside. Inside of this teal box, after this white line, which is approximately sometime in May, I do believe in general this could be the area to accumulate Bitcoin in, because I do believe that we're going to go up in general. But until then, I do believe that we're going to have pullbacks, we're going to have big volatility, but ultimately we're going to go sideways within that volatility. Meaning, well, look at something like this. We've had pretty decent volatility here, actually, going from 25 down to 23,000, up again to 25, down to 23, up to 25 again, down to 22,500. All of this within the last 10 days. So we have decent volatility, but ultimately we're going sideways. We're consolidating in this range. So this is, of course, the reason why we have set up the bots, of course, to take advantage of this kind of volatility. And should we have a decent pullback, should we have a more juicy pullback, let's say down to $20,000, which could happen, absolutely. Well, no, nothing to worry about, because in that case, I'm just going to convert, let's say, my trading bot here, which you see is up 13%. So, of course, it's not up as much as yesterday, because it has been, buying positions as we were going lower here, which is perfectly fine, because if we come up to the same point in which we were at yesterday at 24,600, then this bot will probably at like 20,000, 20% or like 22% or something like that, because this is continuously, buying low here, selling high within this particular range. So it's gonna make profit over time using this, as long as Bitcoin is staying in this range. So absolutely perfect. And should we have another big pullback? Well, nothing to worry about, because in that case, imagine if you would have the chance to again buy Bitcoin at 20,000. How much do you regret not buying Bitcoin here at $19,000? How much do you regret not buying Bitcoin at $15,000? This is why I'm telling you, every pullback here is for buying, because Bitcoin is over time going to trend up. Having that opportunity to buy at these lower levels is just a blessing. So I don't mind us going down, but I do believe that the bottom was in here. So I do not believe that we're going to go any lower than 15,700. So for traditional markets, we did see a pullback yesterday on the back of some key statements. And the key statement was that the PCE, which is the personal consumption expenditures, it did rise And it did rise higher than expected, meaning the thesis we've been having here for this particular month is for inflation to actually rise, and that is also what you saw for this month. You saw the inflation go up, and now you also see the PCE go up, and this meant that the market took a hit. And I was telling you about this orange line here at 3,950, how I think that if we come down here, we're going to have a short-term bounce at the very least. And this is the bounce you're seeing right now as well. So yes, even in traditional markets, you could have traded this. And yeah, things are still looking pretty decent, even though we have volatility. In this particular case, we have the volatility to the downside, but everything is still going, as long as we have a plan, that's absolutely fantastic, nothing to worry about. Now, we talked about the whales yesterday. We talked about how the whale activity has been picking up here recently. And right after I posted this, showing you that the whale activity had been picking up and how this usually leads into some downside for Bitcoin, well, of course, you did see some downwards moves for Bitcoin as well. So the whales were transferring massive amounts of Bitcoin to exchanges, and we went down after that. Guys, I will keep you updated on this in the future as usual. Whenever the whales start to send a lot of Bitcoin to exchanges, I will let you know as soon as possible. So make sure to subscribe and activate the bell. Now, finally, we do have some statements from the Fed. They say we need to move quickly to shield the Fed's credibility. This is what one of the officials said. What they also said is that data shows that inflation is not yet on a trend to get back sustainably to the 2% target. Also, finally, what he said is the new inflation data affirms the case for more Fed rate hikes. So you're going to see some more drama from the Fed, more rate hikes, most likely. And so maybe people are going to start to panic a little bit. But again, remember the strategy. The strategy I have is that I believe in general, we're going to go up after this white line. Until then, we're going to have swings to the up and to the downside. The bot is going to do its job trading this in the most efficient way. Pay attention to the key levels. There are opportunities to make good trades based on key levels of resistance, like up here, key levels of support, like down here. And as long as we have a strategy, no matter what the Fed does, we're still gonna make profits in this market. So guys, that's what I got for you. Hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.